Hello everybody and welcome to part 8 of Banished Colonial Charter. So I don't know whether it's going well or not, to be honest. We haven't got any firewood, which is the main problem at the moment. We need as much logs as we can get in. We have got 4 forest lodges actually. They're all cut in at the moment, so I mean, based on that, hopefully it should be going a lot better. We're trying to get a hunting cabin up and running, and we also have 2 gatherer huts now. So food doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. It's mainly the forester huts which are definitely causing a few issues. We've got a woodcutter down here who I sort of preemptively built him when times were good and we had stored logs, like plentiful stored logs available. But unfortunately that's kind of ended now. I'd like to get more houses up and running, but the trouble with that is that obviously we don't have any wood really enough to make fuel. In fact, the problem is at the moment is that one guy can't make fuel quickly enough, because we do have a few logs. So I'm going to make this woodcutter down here. Now they're already building this hunting cabin, which actually I could probably put on pause for a while. They probably don't need to do that straight away, and just prioritise this here. That's it, villagers. Come in, do your work. Someone was crushed by a rock, which isn't much good. Now, it was suggested to me that maybe I should build a few more farms, so I'm thinking that maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know whether to utilise this area over here, because I could build a bridge across, collect a lot of wood and stone and everything from here, and then maybe get some farmland on it. Plus that keeps it within the agricultural sort of zone, because this was going to be a bit more industrial around here. They are chopping these trees down here as well, so we'll have to see. But I'm thinking actually I'd like to have a bridge go across here. So we could build it out of stone, or we could do wood. I think we'll do a wooden bridge for now. So that's going to cost me 24 wood just to go across there. Is that the closest point? I think it might just cost that, oh no, per length. So across a stream it's going to cost 24 regardless of where you are, so that's going to be one that we have there like that. Once they've built that, we'll get them chopping down all of that wood there. Ah, the trees are all nice and green back again. So, right, woodcut, that's being built. Okay, fantastic. Well done, builders, you're getting on that pretty quick. How are our wells doing actually? We built a load of wells. Actually, they have been built now. We put loads of them down, but actually they hadn't been built originally, so it's a good job they've actually kicked in now and they've made them, because if we get any fires we will hopefully be able to avoid that as much as possible. I do think that I need 2 of these animals to breed. It seems like it's taken a very long time to grow. I mean, the bison apparently is the longest one growing, but maybe the longhorn, that probably shouldn't grow too much, should it? I've got no real idea, to be honest. We'll have to just keep an eye on that. When the trader next comes back, we'll ask him on his animal expertise, and he'll probably just say to us, I don't rear 'em, mate, I just trade them. So here we go, there's a load of trees here that you can chop down, people. Go for that there. We'll stop chopping over here because this is significantly far away from anything at the moment. And stockpile wise, are we going to have a stockpile in this region around here? We did have one down here before. We got one there, which is no good really. We could put one here, or we could just cheekily put one in right at the entrance of this. I'll tell you what, let's just put one in here. Let's put a cheeky little stockpile in there like that. Just temporarily. We could probably get a house in there later on if we need to. In fact, all of these locations here we could get houses in. This guy can't produce anymore. We're making potatoes again. I probably should have made wheat. In fact, I'll take him off because if I can't actually... What did I just click? I'm not sure. I think I just clicked something, but I don't know what it was. I didn't see. Okay, hopefully that doesn't give me any trouble. Right, Right, so we've taken a go off the windmill, so that's another labourer that can be used to help collect this wood. And they are using this stockpile. Well done, guys. Keep up the good work. Keep chopping down that wood, and we'll have plenty of fuel in no time for the winter to come. Right, unfortunately, we had to pause that, didn't we? We've got all these stone houses down here. Loads of deer coming past here. These... Come on, hunter. Get like killing them. Bringing them in for a bit of meat. Actually, I wonder how much he's actually bringing in. 520? That's not too bad. I've seen better, but it's not too bad to begin with. Actually, this guy needs an extra person, an extra thing there. He's going to have a long way to walk, though, to get some wood. Actually, no, because he's got wood there. And a merchant has arrived. What do you have available? Pipe tobacco. I don't think that's any good for us at the moment, mate. We need a few more sort of decent things. What do we have at the moment, though? We're going to be bringing in a lot of potatoes at the end of next year, so I'm thinking I might put this up to 400 probably. Increase that. If I just keep increasing these a little by little, we could be okay. Herbs, at the moment we've got 86. If I put that up to 300, herbs sell for quite a lot. Fuel is a good one. People have pointed out to me that firewood is a very nice one to get, so we will deal with a bit of that as well. Where am I going to put these new farms? Are they going to be big or are they going to be small? They could be a 15 by 15. That looks about halfway there, and that's 13 tall. That's 12, so 12 by 15 and then 15 by 15. Actually, I could do a 12 by 12, a 12 by 15 and a 12 by 15 like that actually, and then just get my road in between to make it all looking a bit nicer. And that keeps a nice little agricultural region in here, and maybe we can use this for something else, because this is going to be a long time before they chop and all this stuff down and remove all of these stones and things, so I don't want to have to worry too much about that. How's our school doing? Right, it's only got 8 students in the school at the moment. Right, wood is actually going okay, so perhaps we'll get a couple more houses built. It is kind of odd how they really like building the roads before anything else. I consider the road to be the least sort of problematic item, considering they just walk across them anyway to get like through the quickest path. I really like these orchards. They're really nice. I haven't really utilised orchards properly in any playthroughs before, I don't think. I don't remember doing that anyway. So that's really nice. It might be time to think about getting another blacksmith in, because at the end of the day we're always going to need more tools, and the population is going to be rising steadily, hopefully a bit sort of quicker than steadily though. And I'm hoping that when we get these people built and there's a few more people come in, we will be able to set these to, I don't know, any other crop, potatoes for example, and we'll be able to get all 4 of these working at the same time and bring in like 1,000 to 1,500 per each farm, which is quite nice. Definitely need to get some. We've got 56 flour and they're making the hardtack bread, so we've got plenty of flour left. Windmill's a really nice touch in this game actually. I'm really impressed so far with the mod. They've added so many sort of decent things in. So many things that were kind of overlooked at the start. You know what? I sort of think that maybe the church could go over here. Perhaps. What is that? That white mulberry grove? Can we put a church in here? You know, if we got rid of that road, we could fit a church in there. Although where would the graveyard go? That's the main problem then, isn't it? Because we've got a hospital here now. It's a shame, we could have put a church and a graveyard around the back here. Maybe it could go over here as well. If I do one kind of long road across there, then the church could potentially be on the southern side. That way people can go visit their friends and family and stuff. But the church religion doesn't have to be influencing the people too much. Let's pause that. We don't want people to actually build that yet, because that's going to be taking a lot of resources. We need to get rid of that section of road. Right, and there's a cemetery. So the cemetery takes 50 stone, which I'm assuming is just the graves. Oh, and I guess a wall around the outside of it, of course. Let me do that again, except this time I'm actually going to build the road in first, as much as I can, and then put in the cemetery so it's all nice and people can get around. We'll also put in the parish house. Actually, we don't need the parish house, do we? Because that's for small communities. I was thinking it was going to be somewhere that the mayor, not the mayor, but the vicar, I guess you could say, would live. An abbey house houses monks who gather berries and herbs and brew ale. It seems kind of odd that you've got the parish house, chapel, cemetery and abbey, which you could say are, I don't know, they're probably not, but they're considered quite decent establishments. And then you've got the back alley where certain needs can be met. Doesn't really work very well, does it? Actually, I wouldn't mind if they did start making that, to be honest, because then that would no, actually, forget about that for now. We'd just get these trees down, guys. Just get the trees down. Fuel is still causing a problem. Has this guy taken all the fuel here yet? No, see, these just don't work quickly enough, do they, these guys? They're just so slow. You really need them to sort of get on with it. Right, we could probably get another one there. Where are we going for that? God, I keep losing my way. It is winter though, isn't it? So people were using the fuel. But again, it's something for the future. We will need that in the future, so we might as well sort of put it together now. Market is still encompassing all of the houses that we have available. I definitely want this area to be, like I said, this is probably going to be like the main sort of industrial region, so in the future there's going to be another quarry built in here. And I do like to be prepared with my quarries, because too many times I've had them run out. Now this isn't going to run out anytime soon, especially with only 5 people working in it, but I've had it before and it's not good. Can I quickly change this to wheat and wheat, please? Yes. Right, let's put another so many people on that. That's potato. That has 3 people, that has 3 people. Let's put that down to 3 people. And is that too many people now? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12? No, that's absolutely perfect. And in comes our trade boat. Just in the nick of time, I'd say. Ooh, a charky. Cream, charky or pork. Not quite what I was after. But you can go and come back, and we'll make sure we get something good from you next time. I've actually just thought there's that the wolf thing as well, isn't there? The ship and wolf. Where is that one? The ship and wharf. It's going to be under food, isn't it? Is that it? Why can't I build it? Really, I can't build it anymore. Why is that? That seems quite peculiar. Actually, something else that was quite I wanted to look into was this shore house. Actually, wasn't it? This the one that collects the turtles and frogs. Potentially, that sounds like quite a nice one to sort out. Maybe in the meantime, though, we should probably start working on some of these houses down here. How's that? That storage barn is doing okay for itself. We'll also do that. I'm going to prioritise these down here, so everyone can start making those. Reserve of food is low. Nice, nice. There's plenty of food. We've got plenty enough food. Don't worry about that. Right, we've got one labourer now. Everyone's been dying, and we have put everyone on farming, haven't we? Right, so when we do those houses down there, actually, this is probably going to help quite a lot if we can get these houses down here built. Because then we'll have more people going through the village. What can I actually put off at the moment? I could probably take someone out of there for now. I would take him out the blacksmith, but I feel that that's a sort of a continuously needed person. She can't do anything at the moment either, so we'll unwork her. They can all then go down and work on that set of houses and stuff. In fact, this one we could probably take one person off of there, and they'll do just okay in that farm. These ones will kick in. Trouble with this is stopping the windmill but doing wheat at the same time is kind of a bad idea, because now the windmill won't be able to take any of the wheat for itself to make flour, which is going to cause a bit of a problem. Depends how quickly they decide to actually kick in down here and start building stuff, to be honest. That's mainly what it comes down to. How quick are they going to react? We've got 2 more gatherer huts that are paused. 2 more little locations for gathering, which are very far away from the village actually. It might be an idea to get a secondary village in this sort of expanse here, just alongside this. That's a long time ahead. I'm really thinking too far ahead there now, but that'll definitely be something that I want to do in the future. Get a nice secondary village up and running. I still can't really understand why I can't build that ship and wharf, but I'm sure that it will probably become apparent to me as time goes on. What else do we not have here? So extracts oil from olives and harvested sunflowers. We need some more seeds. That's what we need. Let's see if we can put... Right, apples. I mean, we should be putting tons of apples through, shouldn't we, here? 500 apples. Flour, let's leave 100 in there. Herbs, we could probably put another 50. The old herbalist, she's working 20 to the dozen, I tell you. Onions, again, that's a very rich food source that we have available. Roots can go up. We just need to get as many things in there as possible. I know some only are value out at 1, which is kind of poor usually. When it's a 1-for-1 deal, you don't really get a fantastic deal from that, obviously. But if you can do 2,500 value worth of stuff for a set of seeds, then that's going to really help big time, because I can imagine they're going to start getting sick of all of these wheats and potatoes very, very soon. We tried to mix it up a bit with the fish, the honey and the flour. Oh, speak of the devil, trader's already here. Please have something good. No, see, he doesn't have anything good. Maybe it's what I'm actually trading. Maybe they don't like that. Herbs go for 4 each. That's quite nice. And venison's 3. We could do quite a lot with that. But these, that's not really good enough for me, is it? What do you have? Anything that can... No, so it's nothing that I can actually grow. That's the trouble, nothing that I can actually grow. How are the houses doing down here? You've run out of iron. That's what you've gone and done. You've gone and run out of iron, and no one told me. Well, except for this probably down here. So, is there any iron here? Right, collect those last bits of iron, but you're going to have to make this mine. We're going to have to start mining for our iron now because we're sort of limited. We got most of it from here. There are still some bits actually. Right, let's... Okay, in that case, let's prioritise here. So they get this mine done. Right, the builders are on there. They've already brought in a load of logs for it. So it's just the stone, and luckily the stone is right next door, so hopefully they won't have to sort of stall themselves too much. Okay, I think, guys, I'm going to call that the end of this video. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.